welcome back to the homestead, and we are still canning our way through July with Just Can It and trying to make room in my freezer. So we are canning the freezer this whole month of July, and I found quite a few things in the freezer today that I'm going to be able to use as part of our canning recipe. I'm actually going to make some taco soup. I know I've only been canning ingredients the last couple of weeks, but now I'm going to can some meals. And taco soup is like, I think it's probably one of my favorite things. Now this is chicken taco soup. It's kind of a cross between the recipe of chicken taco soup and chicken tortilla soup. Instead of using hamburger, I'm using chicken, and I'm using a lot of the spices in the tortilla soup. But we call it taco soup. I'm not sure why, but we do. But it is a blend of two recipes from this cookbook. And I'm changing things just a little bit, and that is, instead of fresh tomatoes, because I don't have fresh tomatoes yet, I'm gonna use some canned diced tomatoes. And I'm also, the recipe calls for 10 cups of water. I'm gonna do at least half of that chicken broth and the rest water, just to give it more flavor. So we did a little prep yesterday before we started the taco soup. I measured out 4 pounds. Was it 4 pounds? No, it wasn't 4 pounds. It was 1 pound. 1 pound of black beans, and I soaked them for about 24. It's been a little over 24 hours. And then we rinsed them all out, rinsed them, drained them, rinsed them, covered them with water, put them on the stove and just boiled them, drained them again, rinsed them off a little bit, put them back in the stock pot, and now we're ready to continue with the recipe. So the beans are back in here, and I have 6 cups of homemade chicken broth, or you can use store-bought, and I'm going to use, so 6 cups plus 2 cups of water, plus another 2 cups, and that gives us our 10 cups of liquid. 2 tablespoons of my homemade taco seasoning. Now the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of chili powder, but again, I like the flavoring of the taco seasoning better than just plain chili powder. So, and then we're also going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I find that cookbook, the lady who wrote it, she uses too much salt for our liking. So I cut back the salt. I can always add salt when we're warming this up, but you can't take it away. And I find her things are way too salty. So I'm using 1.5 teaspoons. I think she used 2 whole tablespoons. And then I have here about 1/4 cup of diced freeze-dried red onion. Again, I don't have a bunch of fresh onion yet that you could put in here, but the recipe calls for that. But again, if you're new here, my husband hates onion, but he'll eat it this way. So, okay, we're gonna give that a stir. And then, this is from my freezer also. This is equivalent to about 10 cloves of fresh garlic. And this is from last summer's garlic. I have just a few of these blocks left, so that is perfect timing. We're gonna give this a stir. So that garlic's still a little bit frozen, but it will start breaking up more as it goes along. Next, I am adding, so I have 1 pint jar of homemade corn left. That's it, and I drained it, and then I added 1 can of store-bought corn, because literally I'm using my last jar. And then I'm adding 3 big cans with the juice, because I find the juice adds flavor. These are roughly 800 milliliter cans, and I'm using 3 of them. These are the 27 ounces. And that is equivalent to roughly what the fresh tomatoes she uses in the recipe would be. Give that a stir. Smells amazing already. Okay, we're going to give that a stir. And then last but not least, we are going to add some chicken. So I had some frozen chicken breast that I got on sale, I guess, almost 2 months ago. So altogether it's 4 pounds. So I cooked this off this morning, let it cool, shredded it for the most part. Probably could use a little more shredding. And I didn't have enough, and I didn't want to cook a whole chicken today to make this soup. And then I remembered I had a whole bag from a roast chicken we had done. And it equals, actually, to be truthful, this is turkey. I'm splitting turkey and chicken. I don't think it matters. There's very, very little difference in flavor to us. And we're just gonna, and those together equaled the 4 pounds of chicken you need. So that worked out, and I got that bag out of my freezer. So we are going to bring this to a boil. Once it's to a boil, we'll boil it for 5 minutes.
My wish is that you don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I'm running, and you should too, and hit that subscribe button. I know what you've been asking yourself. How can I make a difference? I'm just one person.
I can make a difference, but I'm just one person.
Well, my friends, I'm here to tell you that it's free, quick, and easy. Share this video on your social media and make that difference today.
Okay, our soup has boiled. It smells so good in here. And I forgot to tell you, this recipe makes 4 quarts, or was it 7 pints? Let me just double check. Oh no, 14 pints or 7 quarts. I'll be right back. I gotta go wash 3 more quart jars. I washed up some more jars. I mixed this up with a recipe I was looking at earlier. That did 4 quarts. So I have 7 quart jars washed. I washed all my lids and rings. I have my funnel here already. I have a debubbler stick, big fancy dancy tool, you know, just those little wooden skewers you get from the dollar store. And I have my ladle, and we want 1-inch headspace. I have a couple smaller jars in reserve, just in case this makes even more than 7. We will see. Which I won't be mad at, because the smaller jars would be good lunch portions. So we are just going to start filling our jars. Okay, so now I'm just going to debubble, and if we have to, we will adjust the headspace. We do have a little bit of liquid left, but if you find you don't have enough liquid, just top off your jars to your headspace with with boiling hot water. But I think we're gonna be okay. Definitely need some topping up. And I'm gonna wipe off the rims. Put my 4-jar lids on. And it's gonna go into my electric pressure canner, 10 pounds of pressure for 90 minutes. And I'm probably gonna have to get both pressure canners out, because I know 7 won't fit in my pressure canner. cannot tell you how excited I am to have 7 quarts of taco soup to put on our pantry shelves for the winter. Like, it really makes me happy. Okay, we are halfway through July. I still have a lot of things in our freezers to get to, so I'm gonna have to ramp things up here the next 2 weeks, so get ready. You might be seeing more than my usual 3 videos a week the next couple of weeks, because we have got to do this, and making the videos and sharing it with you helps keep me accountable. Let me know how you're all doing with your just canning it in July. I love reading all the comments. You all are really killing it this month, so that makes me so excited. And are you noticing your freezers getting less than they were or not? Until then, take care, God bless, and we'll see you all soon.